Hey there, Soul Tribe. It's the Joy Healer, Kathy Weiss. I use my gifts as an intuitive, clairvoyant, and source energy channel to help people like you find deep fulfillment and lasting freedom at the level of your soul, which is joy. Hey, I am coming to you live from my reading room here on the Central Coast of California with your weekly energy reading for the week of May 18th, 2020. Here we go, team. And there, as always, there is so much fabulous good stuff coming at you today. And as we get in, I'm just remembering I've been carrying this stone, crystal, whatever you want to call it, around in my pocket the last few days. And it's like right as I was hitting the button to get started, I was like, oh, we need to take a look at this. So this is purple howlite. And I know a lot of times when I have it far away, it looks blue, but if I like get it way up in there in the camera, you can see the purple mixed in with the blue. And so purple howlite is a beautiful stone about intuition and third eye. Like I just want to like put it on my third eye because it's all about like intuition and wisdom and third eye energy going on right here. And so we're just going to have that hanging out nearby us today for the video. I know you're not going to be able to see it. I kind of switched up my camera and lighting situation a little bit today, so it'll be off camera, but right there with us. We're going to get started today with some energy healing before I go into describing what's happening in the collective energy, some information you can use to optimize your week, have a little bit of a more productive, focused week, and finish up with an oracle card draw. So if you're new to energy healing, here's kind of the idea or the concept of how it works. We all have an electromagnetic vibration or an energy field, and when we are in close proximity to each other, we can feel it. Now, someone who is an energy healer is purposefully focusing and channeling their energy in such a way that you feel and receive the energy or the information that they're sending. And because I am highly sensitive, I can do this over greater distances and through time and space. So like lots of, I could write a book about that. But so here's what we're going to do. If you'd like to receive the energy healing, you just need to have your hands in an open position. That can be towards the camera like I'm doing, can be down on your lap or by your sides. And if you're not interested or you just kind of want to check it out, you could have your hands at your heart or down on your lap, or make some gentle fists, and that'll be enough to sort of close you off from that today. So let's get started. I'm just going to take a settling breath and start to draw the universal divine white light energy down and in. And I send, for this type of energy healing, I send in the form of colored light. And the first color today is going to be turquoise, a little bit like this bracelet I've got on, just so you have a visualization or a representation of that if it helps you. Okay, and so as woo, guys, like right away, like my third eye, I'm so glad I have that howlite, like my third eye just like wide opened up. And so first turquoise, and there's a lot of warmth with that. And behind turquoise is sort of a soft, light green, not like pastel, but just not super vibrant, a softer shade of green. And these two colors, the turquoise and then the green, are coming in pulsation. So it's like a beam of turquoise, a beam of green, oh, and a little bit of gold, and then back to the turquoise, and then the green, and then the gold. So allow yourself to receive. It's protection. I'm not sure what the second one is, and then some wealth and prosperity at the end. I'm sure the second one will come to me. Guidance, protection, guidance, wealth, prosperity. One more second. All right, I'm gonna disconnect that for you. So, hey everybody, I'm so glad that you're either watching it live or catching the replay. If you have questions or comments along the way, feel free to drop them down there. And hey, Jessica, nice to see you here live today, sister. So, let's talk about what's going on in the energy this week. I'm gonna grab my messages book because I wrote some notes and I want to make sure that I capture everything that our guides want us to hear and know about this week. So the last several weeks, I think like 6 or 7 weeks, we've been in this huge emotional waves of like way up, way down, way up, way down. And it's gotten to the point where it's really exhausting for a lot of us. So first of all, if in the last week or in this coming week, what you're feeling is exhaustion, that's totally normal. Honor that, find some ways to incorporate some rest or to just say no to some of the things you might normally say yes to so that you can get a chance to recover from everything that's going on in the world. But the good news is that this week, those waves that have been so dramatic, they're starting to smooth out. They're more like little bobbing waves now. So that's great news because it isn't as intense. But for some of us, this kind of emotion, like little bobs, can make us start to feel a bit woozy and seasick. So it can still be a little bit tiring at points. And what our guides are saying about this is to imagine that you're not a little boat on top of the waves. If you can, if you like to visualize, imagine more that you are inside the ocean as like the seaweed or a little fish or a starfish or something. Because inside the ocean, the plants and the animals and the creatures, they're very relaxed and they go with that energy. They sway gently inside of the current. They ride the current, right? They just kind of go with it. So this week is all about like go with it. And I think that a lot of us are getting better at going with it, right? We've been asked to be really flexible. We've been asked to change really fast and handle a lot of things that we haven't had to previously. And so at first it was that big, like, oh my God, what else is happening? And now we're more like, okay, I'm just gonna go with this and roll with it and be in my day today and the changes that come up. And so it's gonna feel a lot easier and lighter moving forward. I just needed to pause because I was like giving you that message and I heard more. So going forward for about 7 or 8 weeks now. So like, woof, that is like a nice long stretch of things starting to feel a whole lot easier and manageable within the uncertainty and the changes that are still happening in the world for all of us right now. I have a channeled message to go along with that. So check, I'm actually going to kind of hold, hey, it's like right here. I'm going to hold it up a little bit so I don't have to like keep looking down so much. Okay, change is constant, beloveds. And perhaps your eyes, ears, and hearts have been closed to it for too long. Like that's a question. Like our guides are really saying, change is always constant. There is nothing about life that isn't change, but maybe a lot of us have just been like, la 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 la. I'm ignoring that fact because I don't want to have to deal with it. So like not listening kind of a thing. So just know change is constant. It's always happening. And it says, do not resist the tides and currents of your life. Relax and go with it. Life is so much easier when you do. Life is so much more fun. It's all in capitals. It's fun, it's expansive, it's revealing, it's fulfilling, and it's thrilling when you do. And it says, think about Crush from Finding Nemo, the turtle in Finding Nemo who's riding the East Australian current. And he's like, awesome, this is so awesome. And he's riding with the current, right? And it's, oh my gosh, what's the dad's name in Finding Nemo? Somebody's going to have to hook me up. I'm drawing a blank. It'll come to me. Marlin? I don't know. Whatever his name is. Right? He's fighting it so bad. And then he's like, I'm going to get sick from it. Okay? So be like the turtle Crush and go with it. because it's like a thrill ride, right? It's heart pumping and it's scary, but there's anticipation, and maybe there's a moment where there's like a little drop in your tummy. But at the end, there's this feeling of like, oh my God, that was great. Let's do it again. Or let's go find an. Is Marlin? Thank you, Jessica. I thought it was something like that. Um, yeah, so like this thrill ride of going with the currents of life. And then at the end, you're like, let's do it again. Or let's find another one and go do that one because it was worth the twists and the turns and the ups and the down and the fear and the like, and the wah, like all of it is worth it. And our guides say you want to experience life. Your inner being, your soul came here for the ride, not the queue. Okay, y'all know I'm a little bit of a Disneyland fan, so of course we get images like that sometimes, but like we don't go to Disneyland specifically to stand in line. We go to go on the rides. We go to have the experience. Your guides want you on the ride. So you've got to go with it. You've got to say yes to things that are scary, unknown, unfamiliar, where there might be some drops, there might be some missteps, there might be some backtracking, but they want you saying yes to those things and going forward with them, not just hanging back and watching other people do it. Okay, so hop on boards, beloved, and see where the adventure takes you. Only good can come. We promise you this. I love that so much. Only good can come. They promise you. Oh, that was the end of that message. All right. Usually they tell me this message is complete, but I turned to the page and I wrote down what I was going to write for your guys' email today. And then I ended up opening up the computer and writing it in the email anyway. So there is even a little bit more information for you after today's video in the follow-up email newsletter that I send. So make sure that you get that. And if you don't, you can pop over to thejoyhealer.com to subscribe to my list and get a free clairvoyant message personalized sent via video just for you when you do that. So pop over there. All right, I was totally torn today between spirit animals and mermaids. And I even put over on Facebook like what like, you guys want me to use the spirit animals or the mermaids? Nobody said anything. So when I sat down and really felt into it, I decided on spirit animals. So I hope we're all okay with that. Hey there, Shumani, is that how you say your name? That's a cool name. What are your spiritual gifts? Oh, my goodness, my love. I would have to sit down and read your energy and have a session with you to poke around and find out what those are. So if you want to work with me, go to thejoyhealer.com and click on the work with me button and we can totally explore what your spiritual gifts are. I find that a lot of people who come to me have some form of a gift, whether it is intuitiveness or clairvoyance or psychic abilities. They're kind of like me. It's like, so guys, I was in the closet with my gifts until 2018. And I think a lot of people who work with me can relate to that and resonate with it. And I help guide them in how to bring their gifts out into the world. So check it, like we might work together. Yeah, as far as having a card, everybody's getting a card right now. So this is a universal card draw for everybody who's watching. This is information for your day and your week. When you work with me one-on-one, you get to tell me where your cards are in the deck. And this deck is like crazy town with all kinds of different breaks and gaps and things like that. But I'm sort of drawn to this biggest one right there. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Okay. So our spirit animal for the week of May 18th, 2020 is Grasshopper Spirit. Take a leap of faith. Oh, he's so cute. He's wearing a little crown. I love this grasshopper. He's making me super happy right now. Right when I heard take a leap of faith, I just felt like that really sort of tied into the messages, the part where it was like about, get on the ride and say yes to life because you want the thrill. You want the ups and downs. You want the twists and turns. That's how you grow and expand. And Jessica, I hardly ever call people out on the live videos these days. I have in the past, but Jessica, if you're still watching and listening, like your name is resonating in my mind with that leap of faith, and that you want the twists and turns. You want it to sometimes be hard, and you want it to sometimes be easy, and you want it to be a success, and you actually also want it to sometimes struggle or fail in certain ways, because that's going to grow and expand you. Hey, keep listening. The ups and downs, the wins and the losses are what's going to grow and expand you. So can continue to take the leap of faith that you have just recently taken. All right, I won't out you as far as what that is, because you and I know what it is. But trust in that. That's what your soul came for. As far as what it says in the guidebook, y'all, hang on, I'm one page away. With grasshopper spirit taking a leap of faith, it says, oh, you're welcome. Right now, you are poised to jump up into the next level of your life and move forward into something even better than you ever could have imagined. Absolutely. I agree with Elizabeth Gilbert when she says, take the leap and the net will appear. It's more like take a leap and the net might appear. Take the leap for the experience. You might end up falling on your face, but that experience is what you were going for. You are not actually going to be caught. That's really, really nice when you do get caught, okay? You know what I mean? Like sometimes we don't get caught, but that's what our soul needed to learn and grow and expand. And so if we can just welcome that into our lives, then we just want to leap again. But Grasshopper is here to tell you it is a fortuitous time to take a leap into the unknown. And he represents the innovative spirit that says, why not? And has faith in the powers of co-creation. Ooh, can I just say somebody else's name? Andrea, faith in co-creation. Sister, amen. You are being called to trust that this is the right time to go with that idea, relationship, or situation. Take risks, for abundance in all forms will show up for you. Yeah, abundance in all forms. Can we finish with just like a quick note on abundance? It is financial, right? There is financial abundance, but there is also the abundance of time, energy, wisdom, skill, the help you need, the support you need, the resources you need. Like all of that is abundance. And so when you can recognize that abundance shows up for you, not just in the form of dollar bills, but in all of those different ways, it makes the leap into the unknown and into the thrill ride and into the next new exciting thing a little bit easier to do. Okay, I heard go ahead and wrap it up. Our messages for this week are complete. Like I said, if you want personalized information or messages or healing or guidance, you can just head right on over to thejoyhealer.com and click on the Work With Me button, and let's get your adventure and thrill ride started. I love you guys so much. Thanks for tuning in and watching, and I will be back next week with another weekly energy reading. Bye, guys. I love you. Namaste.